This was my son's swing 8 years ago, and this was his swing last night, where he absolutely torched this ball to center field and hit it off the roof that's out there in the middle of center field. And I'm sharing this with you because this is his 10-year-old sister, 8 years younger, and she has the exact same swing flaw that my son had at her age. So in this video, I want to show you how we went about fixing it in my son so it won't happen for my daughter as she gets older. And the flaw we're talking about here is, do you see how when they are following through, their bat cuts down and across their body instead of finishing high? This is a super common issue, and it's not just common with 10-year-olds. We see it with bigger kids all the time too. But here's what most people don't realize. This isn't as much of a swing problem as it's actually caused by a core control problem. Now, don't get confused. A lot of people confuse core control with core strength. They are not the same thing. Core control is your ability to stabilize and control your body while you rotate, at least is how we refer to it with baseball and softball players. But if a hitter doesn't have that core control, it'll show up right here, where that bat works down and across their body and not extending back to the pitcher like you see when my son's hitting the bomb. So if your hitter has this issue, here's one thing that you can try. We call these water bag shuffles. And what you want to have the kid imagine is that they're on one of those seesaw rides at the fair, like those Viking ship rides, where the movement is only going forwards and back, not side to side. So then you give the kid a visual, and then you ask them to shuffle the water bag in that way. And what you'll see is that with a lot of kids that lack core control, you'll see the water not going forward and back like this, but it starts to bounce off their legs because they can't control it. And that's the point. That's what tells you there's a core control issue. Now, the part most people miss, though, is that this is just one way that this shows up. There are a bunch of other different movement patterns that can cause this exact same swing flaw, and if you pick the wrong one, you can actually kind of make it worse if you're working on the wrong thing. Which is why I'm always blown away why not more hitting coaches are talking about how maybe the reason kids are struggling with their swing to make mechanical changes is not actually the swing, but because their body doesn't actually have the capacity to do what you're asking it to do yet. But what we found is when you fix the movement issues underneath, the swing, all those issues, they almost start to fix themselves. So if that kind of movement first mentality makes sense to you and you want to figure out which movement issues might be causing your hitter to have an issue like this, click that little white triangle button below at the bottom of this video and check out the next YouTube video that we put out on 3 other motor control tests that baseball and softball players should take to help make sure that they don't have a motor control issue causing these swing issues.